One day after school, Asashi Kenman is running back to class to confess to his crush, Yuka Shurigomi. Hello guys, my name is Ben, and I talk about anime. Yes guy, I know, my English is so bad, but I hope you understand me. Well, subscribe to my channel and enjoy watching this video. Let's go! The student is known for oddly staying in class after school. The young lady is also the first student to arrive at the academy for no apparent reason. She tends to be a loner and breaks in. She stays in the shade away from the others. Other girls try and talk to her, but not to a while. She turns them away. This is a girl Sashi nervously studies during the lesson when, and he goes to anxiously open the door. He witnesses the girl spouting back like wings, with bats following her around and sharp-teeth. The two lock eyes, both shocked and scared. What the fuck is going on? Yuka goes to confront him on whether or not he saw her, as he tries to deny that it was obvious that he did. Yuka reveals she is indeed a vampire, as he begins to ask her various questions, picking up clues to answer them, stating that her normal dialect is from Kansai, which is why she doesn't talk very much, so she can come across more polite and proper. Like vampires must turn into ash, so that's why you don't go and work out and pee. She assured him that he's mistaken, saying that she just stands very easily. The image of the mystery girl sure gave me shattered, sure gave me find the idea of the young man not being afraid of vampires. Puzzling this being because he finds her dance. Now that Yuka has been outed as a vampire, she has to leave the school. Her father allowed her to attend the academy, with the expectation she would live with someone found out she was a vampire, to not put her family in danger. The boy confesses that he's never really been good at keeping a secret, but he does swear hell keeps the secret, both asking her to be friends when the girl has been alone the entire time at school. Years that someone was to be your friend. She cries, accepting this offer. He ended up not confessing to. Sure, Jamie, seeing that the girl is a bit clueless when it comes to romance with her, not picking up his subtle hints, but he does swear to her that hell one day tells her, as he daydream of going on a lovely day with a happy Yuko to only be interrupted by her. The two are walking home together. I have just one question. Why this guy? Why not me? Sure, Jamie is happy to be walking home with a friend, hearing he's just a friend. Crushes the idea of romance for the boy, as he then expresses he'll try his very best to keep the secret. She reassures him that he doesn't have to try too hard, saying her school life ended the day he found out, so she's going to have fun thanking him for not being afraid of her, happy with. However, this ends up. The next day, his friends wants to know if he got rejected by a short game. Student Mink, teacher Akari Akimoto comes in late. The class with the aching head, the student Nargis Azawa, is in a military pose, reprimanding the teacher in a robotic way, with broken English. The students nicknaming her the Iron Lady. The other day, Nagata pulls Sasaki to the side, like she's about to confess to him, to only reveal she doesn't like how he stares at her in class, telling the boy she's completely interested in him, with his friends watching in secret, cutting him down completely, annihilating his confidence. Nagata notices that after she says this to him, he started to stare. Sure, Kami happy that the boy took her advice, but still mad for some reason. And then she has an epiphany. What if he once started at her because he found her attractive, but instead he was looking at her because of the bolt in her head, revealing she is a tiny girl in a robotic suit. You know, I really like this anime. In a courtyard, the robot girls goes to comfort him, mentioning that the two of them were alone in the summer, doing so in front of a large group of students, and then spouts out, does the boy like her? He responds with yes, Nagasaki rejecting the boy after feeling cornered, destroying his confidence again. After school, Yuko and Asashi meet up. Yuko eats her lunch, explaining the reason why she doesn't eat lunch in the school, being because of her fangs will be too noticeable. She wonders why she's looking at her, mistaking him for why they need her food. He reassures her that he has only eat her food, just wondering why she doesn't suck blood for lunch, with her backing away from the boy, feeling that that's sexual harassment with him, apologizing right afterwards. Yuki tells the boy that sucking blood is like kissing your partner at a wedding, saying she's not that type of girl. Even after finishing the meal, Yuko's stomach starts to rumble. She jumps at Asahi to see if he has any more food. This surprises him and makes him stumble backward into the desk. Inside the desk was a case of crayon puss. She mistakenly eats one of the crampus, thinking it's one of Sasashi treats, and he's just sharing it. Come to find out that Tabasco sauce, habanero and other prepares are inside of the cream puff. Not noticing her wings, she starts to flash around in pain. The class crop walking in just as she's doing so with the two of them. Realizing what this means right away, the two are scared that the class trips is going to go on, telling that to only reveal that she's actually an alien inside of robot suit. Realizing that the both of them reveal their big secrets to each other, hang their hands in shame. Like I said, explaining she's doing undercover work for a planet. Agusa tells Yuko she won't reveal her secret, but must erase Asashi's memories, seeing that the boy has a bad time at keeping a secret, chasing him down with a hammer. If Nagata has found out, she'll have to go back to her planet, the punishment being getting a spanking if others finds out, but she sobs after seeing the both of them together. Yuki thinking he has feelings for Azawa, to let her be schooled about the two of them, telling her she's not good at picking up on romance. She was to school to come across his friends, being tied up to a whiter house, making it look like they're picking their pants. They're having to give up information to Behan and Akami. School's gossip new reporter, written gossip stories that put her target, and agony is the type of story she lives for. The student has a recording of an out of context, but they are probably a recording of Sagami and Asashi in class. Origami has a call, so she didn't show up to school. So the instructor asks Asashi to go to her house and deliver some missing segments. He goes to her house, happy that he gets to see a different side to her that no one else can. Knowing what type of person she is, he assumes the reason why her room is so clean is because she's jammed everything to the closet with her, lying about it all. So he gets a call from the classroom that Mikan is on her way to Yoka's house for her new stepper, and he goes to stop her, but it's too late. When he goes back inside, he sees a mountain of stuff on top of her from the jam closet. Yuko saying she came in through the window. Surrogates publishes the next day, with Aki trying to get him taken down. Nettie is one of Asashi's closest friends. He tells Asashi how to solve his Mikan problem. All he has to do is tell Mefan that he's having to be in her newspaper, which works. She takes on the story. The class rep is eating class after the lunch break as he then sees her waving your hands in only her tiny from the middle of class. It turns out she was able to recharge during a break because she overheard Asashi and Yoko having an unfitting conversation for high schoolers, causing her to run out, using up her time to recharge. So he has to go to the girl's bedroom to carry her out and then take her to the nurse's office. Yuko misunderstands what's going on, but soon understands that they are trying to get her back to her robot body. In the hallway, Mikan screams, saying she finds a tiny Osawa, but the two of them are able to convince her that it's just a statue of her. Yuta Shimada is a permanent boycott, having an adult magazine at school, and he wants to lift up Osawa's skirt as he takes a tiny Osawa moving to protect her after having courtship ideas in her head. The tiny Osawa starts growing from fixing their problem on the way to school. Yuka mistakenly walks to school during normal hours, thinking she'll be fine because of the rain hitting her as an instructor. She wants Osawa to teach her how to hide from the shadow, so she can go explore more places around the city. After her training is done, she runs to the streets to show off what she's learned, to only make the bystanders look at her. Strange is acting as a tour for all the places she's want to visit, but after seeing her face, he realizes that she is failed to ask her if she's ever tried using sunblock with her, unerringly saying she has. The next day, and she looks fine, running from the two of them to only be confronted that she's never actually put on sunscreen before. That same weekend, Yuko and Aizawa gone on a date to the amusement park. The two of them start with ice cream, ride roller coasters, and visit haunted houses. Later on, Shore gamerly mentions that her mom and dad had tried first day here as well, back when they were in high school, stating that she's a vampire, half human. On the way out, Yuko mentions that she had a childhood friend who's a wolf boy. On the way home, the two encounter the same wolf man, asking why she's at home, yet or why she hasn't tried to contact him. The fruit guy is Shiro, or Shiro Chigito. Jiro intimidates Asahi until he finds out the two of them are on a date, leaving in tears to only be cheered up by Asahi, telling that they are just friends. Shiro is here to find out if she's kept her promise, which she finds to be the case since he wasn't afraid of his fangs, but Asahi tricks him into revealing that he is actually a wolf boy. When the moon comes out, he transforms to a busty wolf woman named Shiro, with the boy taken aback by what he is seeing as he had gone his apartment. She She teams Asahi with introspecting her body to see if she's more woman than man. Only that all going on makes Yuko angry jealous, which she notices. Yuko makes her look into a picture of a moon, transforming her back into Shiro. Shiro is confused. What happened with the boy? The substitute personality has no memory of what happens while he's woman. She'll have heaven for longer. What's going on? He doesn't understand what's going on and tries to take Yuko back, so Asahi forces him to turn back by showing him the picture of the moon. Nagasaki goes to their apartment, waiting to apologize to Asahi for rejecting him, but also waiting to congratulate the two of them on becoming a couple. They only be disappointed seeing Asahi with another girl. When he tries to explain, he ends up groping. Shiho's breast, further complicating things. The next day Shiho introduced herself as a new student. Thank you for watching this video. If you like it, please subscribe to my channel. Well, we have been with you. See you later. Bye bye.